Thanks very much for talking to us. We've got Jessica Mauboy and we've got Miranda Tapsell from the Sapphires. How exciting is this?
I know, wow. It is. It's very exciting for all of us, you know. We've kind of been split into twos, I guess, and we're kind of been doing on the Sapphires promo tour, I guess. I'd like to call that. But yeah, it's been really great, I guess. You know, finally soon, not the 9th of August, you know, everyone will get to see the Sapphires, but we've just been doing a bit of screening here and there and in different areas of Australia, regional areas. And
now, is this your last stop for a while, or are you...
No, we're on to Brisbane next, so we're looking forward to, you know, presenting the film there, to some of the community.
Oh, you definitely get to see the entire country, so that's always a winner. So what was it about the story of the Sapphires that made you two want to get involved in it?
I think what made me get involved was the fact that it touched base on the Aboriginal community and what it was like back in the 1968. And I'd never really been educated on what was happening. So for me to be a part of and actually, become the characters, become the character and really feel, get the feel of it was quite intense. And it was, very much an educational journey for me.
Yeah. And Miranda?
And for me, well, I connected with this story more than any other Indigenous film that I've seen.
Yeah.
Because these women are the women that I've grown up with. My mother's like this. My grandmother was like this.
Yeah.
They were women who chose not to. They were women who chose not to accept the cards that society dealt out to them.
Definitely.
They believed that you can still get the best out of life, and so with this film, I thought, wow, this would be a great film to be a part of, you know, and show the girls what Indigenous women have had to do to make sure that the opportunities that we have now, and what they've done to ensure that.
Definitely, and you've got an incredible supporting cast. You've got Deborah Mailman, who's one of my favourite Australian actresses. Everything she's in, she's brilliant. And then you've got Chris O'Dowd from the IT crowd and Bridesmaids. And what was it like working with them?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah, it's a whole other level of, for me, to be able to sit back and to observe and just listen and see how they are on screen and off screen and how they get into character. And I learned quite a bit, and there were times where, and I'm sure Deb, saw a lot of, I guess, fear in my eyes and a doubtment, I guess.
Yeah.
And she would pop over and she'd be like, "You right, Bob?" And I'd be like, "Not really." And so she would, help me through the script, and it was just great for someone who had been there and done it all, and to help me out and be there for me. We definitely had each other's back, so it was great. Everyone was on the same level. We really clicked and connected and bonded straight away. Even doing the auditions, I guess, when I first met Miranda and Shari Sebens, who plays Kay in the film, and it was. We've been on a big journey together. It's really good.
It kind of bled into Khan as well, because it was such a daunting process. Our film was on the world stage, ready to be judged by the whole world.
Well, they all loved it because you got a 10-minute standing ovation.
Yeah, exactly. And everyone wanted the film to do well, even before they saw the film. They said, "Oh, it sounds fantastic," It was really awesome. But the great thing was, we all went through that together. We were all on the red carpet together.
And we believed in the film. And though to get that as a bonus, the whole appreciation and just everyone really respected. And I always say, because it was like a moment for me where I just saw everyone was just all teeth in there. Just everywhere I looked, everyone was smiling and clapping, and it was like, oh my goodness, this is almost too much. But it was a great result of we do have a great film, and it's up there with the best. So it was cool.
Definitely, and music plays a huge part in the film. What was it like singing all these classic songs? What was your favourite as well?
Very
What was your
honoured,
favourite?
You know, such a great soundtrack, I must say. You know, we grew up with the music, that soul music, and it was just, getting the opportunity to be able to learn the routines and learn the songs and have it be a part of such a wonderful film. It's an all-rounded journey. It's like, communicating through song, and for me it was great just to be in the studio and put all these amazing songs down and for this wonderful film. But the routine, I just remember we had quite a bit working with Stephen Page, and there were moments where we'd just be out of breath, like
the dance moves.
not being able to just.
Have you taken any of those dance moves on stage since?
We have. Well, we did it at the Melbourne's International Film Festival, MIF Festival, and it was great. Got the girls up and we did Sugar Pie, and it was fun. We did most of the dance moves on stage.
Well, I saw the footage of you guys in Cairns at the after party with Chris.
Yeah.
And that sounded like a lot of fun.
Did you see us dancing to Soul Man?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's great. We did. We had the pleasure of the Harvey Weinstein team put on an after party for us, and it was great because we got to jam there, and then we had a French band who it was just random, and they obviously had learnt a few of the songs that day, and we got up that night and we just had a ball.
Just YouTube the Sapphires and Cairns. You can see that footage.
Yeah,
it's quite good. Speaking of Harvey Weinstein, have you had a chance to meet him and talk to him?
We did,
yes.
Well, at the Cannes Film Festival. I wasn't there for the lecture. Apparently, all the cast got a lecture, and I...
A lecture?
Yeah, I had just flown in, and I think it was the day before or something like that, and it was just before the Cannes Film Festival where I saw him, and he came up, and he's like, "You missed out on my speech." And I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. And he introduced himself and he said, never mind. But we'll talk later. I'm like, oh my God. But you guys got to.
Yeah. And he was just so uncly, you know. He was able to give such great advice. He just said such inspirational things about believing in the film and what the potential that it had, the effect that it would have on people, and he was so aware that it was particularly me and Shari's first film. Yeah. And Deb, as a beautiful actress as she is too, this is a new experience for her. So he was very aware of that, and so he was able to say, you're in safe hands with us, and that you guys are great, and you have to believe in this. You have to believe that you are. Well,
when you've got the most powerful man in Hollywood backing you, that's a good thing.
I know. Best compliment ever. You know
totally.
Definitely. Now you shot some of the film in Saigon. What was that experience like?
Oh, it was an exciting moment. I mean, having us all there, in a totally different environment, and actually being able to film in such a busy country where it was just like non-stop cars and tuk-tuks and unable to really cross the road, having to go with the flow of the traffic was certainly something that we were, I guess, quite nervous about, and if it was going to happen and move forward with the filming. There was a certain scene where we had to stop. It was like the busiest two highways, I guess. It was kind of like a bridge that connected the two highways, and we literally had police escorts that had to stop the main two roads for us to do the scene. And we're in a Jeep, and we probably did that around about maybe five times, and and it was only kind of went for about a minute in the film, so you can just imagine shooting it 5 times and only seeing it. It was insane. And what was your favourite part of the shoot, Miranda?
Oh goodness, it's hard to pinpoint, but actually,
you're
one
amazing.
night
you've got some of the best dialogue in the film.
You're amazing, and I look up to you. I'm such a fan of yours. So.
Oh, Baba.
Yeah,
thank you.
Really.
Well, it's hard to pinpoint a scene. Hey, I think well, one beautiful thing that happened, spontaneous thing, was that we were filming a scene with troops, or extras playing troops, and while we were waiting for the camera department to set up, the band started, mucking around with their instruments and putting on tunes, and Jess sung along to it. Yeah. And we were singing "Ain't No Mountain High Enough."
Yeah.
And everyone else started joining in. It was just such a beautiful moment.
Yeah, it was. Like every single person, even like the camera team, like everyone was just like, yeah, this is cool. And we just kept singing. We're like, we've got to do a scene right now.
And just to finish up, what do you want people to take away after watching the Sapphires? What do you want them to feel?
Well, I really want them to. I just really want them to walk away believing in the potential of our young the next generation coming through, because I think particularly in the Aboriginal community, there's still that inequality there in terms of education. But I feel this change in the air, and I feel that this film and films that have come after it as well will really show the potential that Aboriginal kids have, and that they can do great things for this country and their life, Well,
they're all going to look up to you, aren't they?
Yeah.
It is. It's that, the aunties have done it for us, and it's like, we're doing it for the next generation, and it's nice to, educate these young ones about what was happening and celebrate it. It's all about, it's what happened, and it's a nice. I guess it's nice to know. I just remember walking in and reading the script and like, wow,
it's an incredible true story.
And I'm sure it's going to be like that for all these young kids.
Definitely. Well, thanks very much for talking to us.
Thank
you. We look forward to the opening on the 9th of August.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Cheers.